Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mahsa Salimi, a master's student in landscape architecture at the University of Tehran. It is my honor to present my research title, Urban Green Infrastructure Development with a Zero Carbon City Approach, a case study of Karaj District 1, Alborz, Iran. This research is a part of my master thesis, and I am guided by my esteemed advisors, Professor Dr. Mohsen Kafi and Assistant Professor Dr. Mahdi Khansefid. I would like to thank you all for your attention, and I look forward to sharing the key findings of my study with you in 6 main parts. The rapid urbanization of Iranian cities is especially in semi-arid regions like Karaj has led to increased carbon dioxide emissions and urban heat island effects. Urban green infrastructure, or UGI, plays a crucial role in mitigating these effects by promoting sustainable and livable cities. Rapid urbanization in many cities has outpaced climate action, leaving a gap in localized carbon neutral strategies. District 1 of Karaj is a clear example. NDVI analysis reveals a sharp decline in vegetation and a rise in surface heat over 2 decades. Despite global commitments, this area still lacks targeted urban green infrastructure. Nature-based solutions like green roofs, walls, moss, and microalgae can play a vital role. Without spatially tailored strategies, urban heat and carbon dioxide will intensify. And this study shows while location-specific UGI is originally needed to support sustainable development and climate resilience. This research explored ways to reduce urban carbon emissions using green infrastructure like green roofs, living walls, algae systems, and moss panels. And the main goals are: 1. Analyzing seasonal changes in vegetation, carbon dioxide, and land temperature through satellite data. 2. Simulating green design impacts with the ENVIMET model. 3. Offering database strategies for planning zero-carbon cities. Urban green infrastructure is essential for carbon reduction and improving thermal comfort, and vegetation strategies like green roofs, walls, and algae or moss panels effectively reduce carbon dioxide and land surface temperature. And modeling tools like ENVIMET and Google Earth Engine allow for precise microclimatic and spatial analysis. And conceptual framework is 3-step. 1. Inputs. For example, spatial data, urban frame, and vegetation cover. 2. Processes. For example, environmental modeling and remote sensing. And outcomes, temperature, and carbon dioxide reduction. District 1 of Karaj in the northeast of the city is high density and high traffic area with mixed land use. Due to urban congestion, carbon dioxide emissions and heat island effects are severe, making it ideal for testing green infrastructure solutions. This semi-district has limited vegetation and high impervious surface, leading to increased thermal stress. Spatial analysis confirms the urgent need for localized nature-based strategy to enhance resilience and reduce carbon levels. First, satellite-based remote sensing was used to extract NDVI, carbon monoxide, and land surface temperature. Data for Karaj from fall 2025 using Google Earth Engine. Then green infrastructure scenarios including green roofs, living walls, algae system, and moss panels were modeled with ENVIMET to simulating environmental impact. And finally, spatial visualizations and Statistical analysis was conducted using ArcGIS to compare pre- and post-intervention outcomes. The scenarios were designed. Baseline scenario includes only the existing green species with no new additions. The intervention scenario integrates extra green roofs, walls, macroalgae, and moss panels into the same area. Bus scenarios were simulated across District 1 of Karaj using AMIMET. The data and simulations cover a 6-month period from fall 2025 to evaluate the environmental impacts of green infrastructure. The time series analysis of NDVI in District 1 revealed moderate seasonal change in vegetation cover. The greenest periods were observed within November and March, which correlate with the seasonal rainfall pattern. In contrast, carbon monoxide concentrations peaked during winter months, especially in January and February when vegetation was sparse. On the other hand, land surface temperature, or LST, increased during low NDVI periods, particularly in summer due to reduced evapotranspiration. This inverse relationship between NDVI and both carbon monoxide and LSD indicates that lower vegetation cover results in higher atmospheric carbon dioxide and greater heat accumulation, which confirms the critical role of urban greenery in climate mitigation. The post-intervention mass showed a clear increase in DVI and a visible drop in surface temperature across the urban areas. The time series graph revealed a strong rise and vegetation followed by gradual reductions in both temperature and carbon dioxide level. These results demonstrate that nature-based green infrastructure can significantly improve microclimate condition and support urban environmental health. Green wall can absorb between 2.5 to 4 kg of carbon dioxide per hectare annually. Vertical vegetation increased NDVI by 0.10, improving green coverage. Green infrastructure reduced surface temperature and elevated urban heat island effect. Overall, more vegetation, lower carbon dioxide, and cooler surface confirm the environmental value of UGI strategies. This study proved that green infrastructure like green roofs, walls, algae, and moss can significantly reduce carbon dioxide up to 12 ppm and urban temperature by more than 2 degrees. These nature-based solutions improve urban livability and support carbon neutral goals. Future recommendations include cycling, upsuch intervention in similar dense areas, prioritizing multifunctional system. Urban planners and policymakers must integrate green infrastructure to ensure a sustainable and climate resilient urban future. The references cited throughout this presentation are based on recent peer-reviewed publications from 2019 to 24, including works by Kafi, Zuls, and Mohammadi and others. Full reference details are available upon request. Thank you all for your attention.